EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Jets take over first down again at their own 21-yard line. Ready?
Now the first running back drafted in April, this is Breece Hall. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Willis on the bootleg. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll run with Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Willis will look to throw on first down. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
They go play action with Willis. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. From the gun, here's Willis. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. They go play action with Willis. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Elijah Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
Rolling to his right. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Broncos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season. But they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team because we followed them pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I know I thought this is going to be a really tough year for this crew. So plenty of credit to them for turning the ship around.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Garrett Wilson, 42 yards. And the Jets have moved out in front. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. Down inside the 40. The Broncos in 2-4 here in the first half of the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And this is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. K.J. Hamler, 39 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. McManus now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Willis. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. D.J. Jones never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack finally a first. Under pressure, they got him again. Nick Bonito in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Here's the Jets punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Hamler now on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Alert, alert, alert. 35, 35.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try to find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And going right back to Hamler. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Again, Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
On 2nd and 11 now. Willis. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Third down, it's Willis. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Randy Gregory drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. They run it again with Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, 10th overall. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To the air on first down, here's Willis. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Willis. And he finds Corey Davis. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10, it's Willis. And check down, complete to Hall. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Second down, here's Willis. There's Hall bringing in another one. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll be in in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now Willis. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
19.
Again, Willis to throw. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there as the 1st half is winding down. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we've reached halftime in a wild 1st half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They start the 2nd half here with Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They try the left side here with Williams. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson, he completes this to Sutton. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Wilson on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Ball again on second down. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off the play fake, here's Willis. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Returning it, here's Hamler. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And they will take over first and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And here comes Berrios. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
No gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. Play fake. Here's Willis.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And some room to maneuver.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
They'll get that complete to Albert O.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you win 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Touchdown! Albert O with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
They go play action with Willis.
He's going to look deep for more. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
To throw, here's Willis.
Open man is Uzama.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, Willis.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. It's Davis. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson
from 4 yards out.
And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Zerline now for the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes this quarter, Broncos 42, Jets 31.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 1st down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The offense on third down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The kick by McManus is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Willis now off of play action.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Willis wants to pass it again.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Willis, 4th down, has to have it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They're going option play on third down.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up fourth down.
Oh, it's a wobbler here.
Here's Berrios.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense?